after listening to this message, you are going to stop holding God responsible over so many responsibilities you thought God is responsible for in the issue of Nigeria. Oh yes, you are going to stop. So many of you thought God is responsible over the problems befalling Nigeria. You actually thought so. You thought God is responsible over the plague, the disastrous things happening in that nation. You thought God is responsible for it. You thought God is responsible over the calamity, over the disastrous things, over the pain in the heart of the citizen. The citizens are helpless. You thought God is responsible for all of that. People are confused at so many atrocities going on. You thought God is responsible for all of that. Oh, do you want to tell me you didn't even think God is responsible for all of that? You thought so. You thought God is responsible for all of that by engaging God in the prayer like, oh God, come and save Nigeria. You are the only one that will save Nigeria. Really? You thought God will come and save Nigeria and is responsible for all? I don't know what is on your mind. How can you pray a prayer like that? You have so many prayer on your hands. How can you pray a prayer like that for God to come and save Nigeria? Even when after God might have raised saviors for all these 36 states in Nigeria to save their nation, you are still engaging God. Listen to this. Isaiah 59 verse 1. It stated here, it said, surely the arm of the Lord is not too short to save, nor his ear too dull to hear. But your iniquity have separated you from God. Your iniquity, your sin have hidden you are making him hide his face. So many cases, as I have said, so many cases, God have shown up due to the cry of the orphans. It's not even the one that you are religiously praying, not those all those religious locations. No, the pains of the agony, the groaning. He said the earnest. Listen. For example, like this Romans 8:19. He said, for the earnest expectation of the creation waited. For the earnest expectation of the creation waited for the manifestation of the sons of God. God have raised sons as deliverers for the 36 states, within the 36 states in Nigeria. But your religious mentality will not allow you to understand this. So the pain of this earnest expectation of the widow or the widower of all those orphans, God is a God of orphans, if you don't know. All the pains in the heart of the orphans have made them cry. Their tears, the tears of these orphans have triggered him to raise for Nigerians deliverers. But your iniquity, what is now your iniquity? Your iniquity are the ignorance of your forefathers, of your father, they are ignorant, their lack of knowledge. They don't know the will of God for the nation. So you adopt their ungodly ideas that makes you to say to yourself, you already said to yourself that, anyone from this tribe, tribe, can never be a leader of this country. You have ignorantly conclude that on your mind, and yet you went on your religious places and be praying, oh God, come and save Nigeria. Are you kidding yourself? Not me. So you are indirectly telling God, even when God have raised saviors, you are still praying for God to come and save Nigeria. That is, what are you trying to do? You are trying to hold God responsible for what he is not responsible for. God is no longer responsible for that. But you and your leaders, you as a citizens of Nigeria, I'm not excluding myself, me as a citizen of Nigeria, and you and the leaders. As I said, God is no longer responsible to deliver, to save, and to help Nigeria. He has already raised deliverers within the 36 states in Nigeria. He has raised deliverers. He has raised helpers. He has raised saviors, just as he raised deliverers during the era of the Israelites of old. They were in bondage under the governor of under the reign of Pharaoh. So God also heard cry. He said, I've heard the cry, for nobody to know his cry in the heart of the people. Not all those religious engagements and all of that, national prayer and all. So you and I and all the Nigerian leaders, be it political leader, religious leader, and traditional rulers, they are all included to fix the problems of the nation. They are all included to save, to help, and to deliver Nigeria from all her problems. So stop engaging in the prayer, that religious prayer about, oh God, come and save Nigeria out of poverty. Only you can save Nigeria. Poverty. I want to make you to understand the level of poverty rates in Nigeria. More than 40%. More than 40% of Nigerians Nigeria population, live below poverty line already. This is the highest rate of poverty. What led to all of this? Lack of job. There's no job creativity. So stop holding God responsible for poverty. Stop holding God responsible. When you are praying for God, come and save us from this, without engaging the people, the Nigerians leader, without engaging them, stopping them, holding them responsible for all of this. They bypass you, entitle their flight, and after deny you access, there's an inadequate access to health care. After giving you that poor performances, they bypass you in the airport, they bypass you in everywhere, and go to where citizens are working, taking personal responsibility to say, we cannot take this. How will you give me this poor result? After 1 year, after 2 years, they are not calling these people to order. You are praying religiously and say, God, come and save Nigeria. Where you are telling God to come and save Nigeria. Where you are telling God to come and help Nigeria. Where you are telling God to come and deliver Nigeria. What are you not doing as a citizen? The people that is giving you, pushing you to tight corner, giving you performances, you are not stopping them.